Hello, I'm Coach Natalie, and welcome to this episode of Jiu Jitsu for Dummies. Well, last video we did an inside heel hook from side control, but you might be wondering, how do I get to side control? Well, you're in luck. Today we're going to be doing a guard pass, and it is called the single under stack pass. It's good. It doesn't require lots of flexibility, so if you're kind of an older person, in fact, you're going to put your weight to use. It's pretty simple. Let's check it out. Okay, let's break it down. Now, most people are, if they have an opportunity to, trap you in their closed guard, they're going to do that. So we're actually going to assume that Brock here, his legs are long enough to trap me. First thing I'm going to be doing is grabbing his gi shut. I do not want to extend my arm too far because it could be armbarred. I don't want to do it too low on his gi or else it could be wrist locked. We talked about wrist locks a few videos ago. Somewhere in the middle of his chest is good. I am now also locking my elbow into his torso here, not having my arm free in space. Second, I'm going to grab the top of his pants, and the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot on my inside knee so that I now make my hips wide. And if I was locked into someone's guard, I am now making my hips too wide and I, snap the guard. Next thing I'm going to be doing is swimming this arm, the one that was holding onto his gi. I'm swimming it underneath. I'm getting Brock's leg onto my shoulder, and I'm what we are calling shelving his hips. His hips are off the ground, and that will be important for a reason I'll share in just a second. So, him being off the ground, I'm now going to reach over to his opposite collar with my thumb in. I'm going to reach in just as far as I can. The last thing I want to do is I want to press his knee to his nose, and I'm going to do this by getting off my knees. I'm going to be pressing, just getting onto my toes. At the same time, I cut the corner. Now, Brock here, if he's a real person, at a certain point, his legs are going to flip out to the side. He's kind of floppy, so he doesn't have the normal rigidity of a real person. Of course, get to side control, secure the position. This would be really important. Lots of times I think when people get to a position, they say, great, I'm going to start to do submissions. You actually want to stabilize the position, before you start putting someone in danger. Again, I'm in Brock's guard. If Brock was a real person and trapped me in his guard, securing the gi, locking the elbow, grabbing the pants, tap the pants, pivoting, opening the guard. Now, this hand swims underneath. So Brock's leg is going to be on my shoulder. Reaching over to the opposite gi, thumb in, pressing this knee to his nose. Ideally, I'm putting all of my weight on him. I'm not, on my knees. And so then I'm doing is I'm pressing, and the human body is going to allow me to get to the corner. And at a certain point, these hips are going to just go off to the side. So, mistakes that people can make. When I am underhooking the leg, I don't want to rest his shoulder, his leg on my arm. I really want his leg to be on my shoulder. I also want to make sure that his hips are on top of my legs. We call that shelving. If he is on the ground, then he can shrimp away, he can escape. We want to make sure that we're holding on to grips as long as possible so he can't shrimp away. A bigger thing would be that you try to get past the person's guard too quickly. This is one where you really want to do is super, super slowly to give your partner time to think about the errors they've made in their lives, and that maybe they should just let you get past. All the pressure passes are like that. You really want it to be so odious that they're like, fine, just get past my guard. And they'll, like I said, the legs will flip over. And then you get to side control. So try it again. I am needing to break out of Brock's guard here. Remember, not too high, not too low, just right, just almost like the Three Bears, you know. Grab the hips, pivot. Now I've broken out of his guard. Still holding on here. Swim, leg onto the shoulder. Thumb in. Press that knee all the way to his nose. And it will flip over here. And then, of course, side control. So, well, thank you very much for learning. I love side control. It's my very favorite move. Like I said, you don't want to do the move too quickly because you want it to be slow and effective, but also because, you know, your partners might have a lot of varying degrees of flexibility. Some people have really bad necks, bad backs, bad, you know, you just want to do it slow and smooth, and some people might just tap just because of the pressure of this dang position. So, well, thank you very much. So now that we are in side control, the next move we're going to be doing will be a Kimura, starting from side control. So check that out. In the meantime, thank you very much for your support of this episode of Jiu Jitsu for Dummies.